Ahoy, everyone. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, a little bit to the right, Jim. That's usually how I fly. And I know I probably pissed somebody off, but you know what? So be it. As long as I'm happy, so what? Well, welcome everyone aboard. I think we maybe have some lurkers as well today. I appreciate you being here. I mean, you don't have to say anything in chat unless you want to, and that's fine too. There's Brian and Roy. Welcome aboard. Yeah, Brian, I'm still at Ironwood. I'll be here till Thursday. And then Thursday, I'm planning on going to what is that? Saguaro National Park, National Monument, which is, I don't even know how many miles away it is. It's not that far. There's Diane. Welcome aboard. So then on Thursday, I will be getting my America the Beautiful pass, finally. Well, I need it. My hair needs to be washed. Anyway, yeah, Saguaro West. That's kind of what I call it. And then you're going to love hearing this, Brian. Yesterday, believe it or not, I heard a noise and I looked out, and it was the guy's name is Sam, and he is a Bureau of Land Management ranger. I'm like, oh, but everything was cool. He wanted to know if there's anything going on. And I said, well, we had a diesel pickup truck pull through here at 2:30 in the morning. Don't know why. And he said, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm not really playing the shadow, but I'm in the shadow a little bit. I've got the computer on the edge of the van. I could move backwards, I suppose. Yes, I did. I told him about my badge, Jim. He thought that was cool. But anyways, Brian, he complimented us on how much cleaner this BLM land is in this little area right here than it was before we had the meetup. So I took that as an extremely nice compliment. And coming from a BLM ranger, yeah, that's even better. So that made me proud. So buttons on your underwear. So that's my plans. Saguaro West, Thursday afternoon. Gonna spend some time there. And then Sam, the ranger, that's his name, he did tell me that Snyder Hill, which is also his jurisdiction, he says, oh, you got to be a little careful there. So, hey, I'll be a little careful, or maybe he even said that in his opinion, he would stay at the casino just because, they have security guards and that type of thing. So chances are I'll take his advice and just stay at the casino. Maria stopped, look at the clock. She said, that's not a clock. Told her it will be when she puts two hands and a face on it. That's cute. Beverly Adventures, welcome aboard, hon. I hope you heard the good news that I was just telling Brian. Good one, Roy. Kelly's aboard. Welcome aboard. Linda Barker's here. Be the boss of the chat. I might. You never know. 40 degrees up, yeah, in the Upper Peninsula. Yeah, as far as showing him in my badge, I did tell him about it. That I got the wooden badge from the Coronado Monument because it was the 100-year anniversary in 2024. So that's over with now. If you do get your Junior Ranger badge, it'll be plastic. I think maybe when they have the 200th anniversary, they'll go back to wooden ones. I hope. Okay, I'm not keeping up with chat very well. We already got 21 people in here already. Okay, what did Nancy say? Welcome aboard, Nancy. Up there she is. Oh, she's saying hi to everybody. Go to the casino, please play the slot machine. I might. Is anyone buffering with breaks? Uh-oh, I hope. I don't think it's on my end. I've got a full 5 bars, 5G. Okay, Brian says he hasn't been out to Snyder Hill. And Roy and Becky say it's not so hot either. So I'm kind of taking the advice of Roy and Becky and Brian and Sam, the BLM officer. He says it can get sketchy, which probably means there's tweakers, people looking to, cause a little trouble to feed their need. Folders always carry a spare pair of socks in the course, in case they get a hole in one. You're talking about golfers, okay? Yeah, I see now what Beverly means by what Nancy did. Phil, Leo, welcome aboard. Oh, and Troy's here. Good to see you, Grand Marais. No, you didn't win tonight, Kobe. We do have 2 winners from Saturday. That would be Steve for Desert Adventures in Arizona and Jim Foster. Georgiana's here. Welcome aboard. William says it's buffering. It's got to be the New Jersey weather. That's got to be what's going on. I spoke with my friend Tom today. He is in Michigan. I think he said it was 5 above. That's in Greenville, Michigan. He might be lurking in the background. But it's supposed to be a heat wave coming up starting Friday. It'll be 35 for several days. So that should be amazing. Never had an issue? Well, that's interesting, Brian. I've been in some sketchy places. Even Walmart parking lots were sketchy. Walmart closes at midnight, but yet there's all kinds of weird shit going on in the parking lot 3 o'clock in the morning. That was in Pensacola, Florida. Maybe that's why, but I didn't feel comfortable. In fact, as soon as I had gotten maybe an hour or 2 of sleep when I was in the parking lot at Pensacola, and I didn't go in the camper, I stayed in the front seat of the truck. This was a year ago, a little over a year ago. And when I felt like I had gotten at least enough sleep, and I went and got a cup of coffee at a gas station, and I just continued to head west. Just get away from that crap. Once with a girl with a pair that caused quite a stir everywhere. They bounced with a hop and could never be stopped, but she always kept them well cared. See, I like those little limericks. Those are cute. All right, we should probably get started on, we'll do Steve's first. I know he doesn't seem to be here right at this moment, but he will be. The mayor are watching 50-inch flat screen. Well, thank you. Thank you very, very much, Timmy and Pastor and wife and your kids. Terrific. Thank you for coming aboard. We're going to do a scratch off. This one Okay. Try to show it. It's a $5. Has to do with cars, and you can win up to 50,000. There's 4 cars, and you got to match down below. So it's pretty much simple. If you were to win the grand prize, they also give you a bidder experience to the Barrett-Jackson January 2026 Scottsdale event here in Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona. In other words, you could maybe end up with a classic car with taxes paid. All right, we'll get started on it. Everybody wish Steve luck. And then right after that, we'll do gems. By the way, I'm using a special scratcher rather than a coin. I found this in my junk drawer. It's a Michigan lottery scratcher, keychain, fob, whatever. All right, the very first number is a 13. And now there are 15 chances to match that. And if you get a coin symbol, you win that prize automatically. And let's see, 13 is what we're looking for. Steve got a 38. And I got to move the comments down. No, that will be tomorrow night, Bev. You want to play games. Yeah. Well, tonight we're doing a couple scratch offs because on Saturday I didn't have any scratch offs on me, but both Steve and Jim Foster correctly identified the featured channel, which was who was the featured channel? Do you remember? It was Wonder Hussy. Yeah, it was Sarah. She was the featured channel. Okay, the next number for Steve is a 5. Let's see what's down below. 43. So that doesn't work. Yeah, making sentences and using U words, and I'll be reading from the book. That will be tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern. Basically the same time tomorrow night as we are tonight, except the Wednesday night show goes for 2 hours. Now, tonight we go for an hour, and we are followed by Travel Around Susie. We'll, towards the end of the hour here, Linda or somebody will put up a link, and then we'll go Travel Around Susie. Fever is only 99.5. I don't know what you mean, Jeff. I'm missing something. Snow? Pastor said to ask if someone needs to draw for a chance to win, to go to M25 and bring the person back to their house. Well, we may have down the road, we may have some kind of a giveaway for M25. It's in the works. I can't promise anything just now. Georgianne is here. I hope she realizes that she has the site and it's all taken care of. Now we have to find out if Kyle and Maria are coming. I think they are. I hope they are. And then they can double up with me on my site. I'm site 72, and I think Georgianne is site 73. And I already know that Mobang is supposed to double up with her. Then the other thing we have to figure out, maybe Kevin will come on tonight and say, okay, how much does it cost for the double ups? Well, that never really got straightened out to my satisfaction last year. So I don't know, but we're going to find out, and that's going to be handled appropriately. Strap on spelled backwards is no parts. Okay. That's a good one, Nancy. That's subtle. You have a site already? Well, now that's interesting, Georgianne. Okay, so wherever site you have, I have site 73, so maybe this is going to play into the idea we will have some sort of a giveaway for site 73. That's an interesting one. Site prices have really gone up. Okay, well, that's kind of a given no matter where you go. Too bad they don't accept America the Beautiful. You haven't missed anything. I'm on the third number for Steve, which is a 4. Let's see what we got down below. And it's a coin. That means it's an automatic win. Now, there could be more than one coin. So let's wait till we've scratched them all, and then we'll go back to that coin or whatever we have. Okay, the last car number is 28. Now we can go pretty fast. We have a 9, doesn't match. We have a 32, no match. Okay, we have 10 more to go. We have a 14, doesn't match. We have a 1, doesn't match. 35, doesn't match. Michelle, welcome aboard. Yeah, I think I paid, I want to say 35 or was it 38? I'm not remembering. That's for one night. Of course, I'm going to be there from Wednesday till Monday. So 27 doesn't match. 37, not a match. Whoever suggested having a giveaway, that was Timmy actually. I like that idea. So there's going to be a giveaway, not right away, but coming up, because it's already reserved. So it won't take much more to add to that and give it away in some form, shape of possibly a contest or a random giveaway. I don't know. Okay, 24. Okay, we got 2 left. We haven't have any matches yet, but we do have a coin, which is an automatic win. Okay, 12. Okay, 1 more to go. And that's a 10. None of the numbers match. So let's see what the coin says. Sonia is coming in on Thursday. That's cool. And Steve has won $5. See if I can get it to show on the screen here. That's not showing very well. Guess I need more light. There we go. So $5. Congratulations, Steve. Tommy's here. Welcome aboard. Okay, now I just bought these at random. This is a, I'm going to get more light here. Maybe I'm going to have to move out. Let's do that. Let's get some more light going. Take this a second. Oh. Hopefully this won't be too much light. We'll see what happens. And yes, I'm wearing my short shorts. I just made them yesterday. There's Kevin. And Lubeca's here. And the sun is too much. So let me move over here. Okay, that looks maybe like it's going to be the best. You know, Earl and Terry, Traveling on Adventure, on their live stream yesterday, they were able to make the chat font bigger so they could read it without leaning forward like I do all the time. They were doing it too. How do I make that bigger? Does anyone know? Thank you, Bev. Face the other direction. We'll get you figured out, Michelle. You got to come. Sincerely, Moana. Oh, my goodness. We got 27 on board right now. We're almost breaking a record. Tommy's here. Daisy Dukes, that's correct. Although I think Daisy Duke probably actually spent money for her shorts. You know, there is a setting that I discovered on my phone. If you go to settings, there's a thing for display, and you can hit a little button to increase the brightness. Try it out. And don't ask me why it changes on its own. I've had that happen too. Today is Ignoring Lewis Day. Okay. Hit Control and plus sign to make the font bigger. Control and plus, which means I also have to hit Shift. Oh my goodness. You are correct. Now my picture's smaller, but that's okay. But the font is bigger. Number 12 on the likes. Thank you, Phil. Okay, $1,800. No warning it was coming. Tommy, I am at Ironwood Monument. Thursday, my 14 days will be up, so I will be moving to what we call Saguaro West, which is the Saguaro National Monument. There's two of them. There's one on the west side of Tucson, and then there's one on the east side of Tucson, which is bigger. But I'm going to the west side because it's closer, and there are places where I can stay in the area. We've kind of X'd out the idea of BLM land, which is called Snyder Hill, because it's a little on the iffy side as far as people that cruise through there. Potential spam is calling. And what's this about a blue pill? Pastor's wife Kelly, watch Wednesday. I won't peek, I promised, and I never do. No, I'm not stripping today, William. Maybe after the show. Okay, I think I'm almost caught up. I don't know why Kevin is mentioning a blue pill. $1,800 that Roy and Becky are saying. Okay, outdoors. Could be. That could be. Diane pre-thumbed. No extra charge. Holding the wheel down on the mouse. Yeah, I got a touch pad instead of a mouse. Lucky 13th doesn't have a cannoli. That's true. Nancy, Timmy's running his mouth somewhere. Okay. Boy, a lot of people say that about Timmy. Conformist. Cannolis as well. Cannoliness. Friends are like boobs. You'll have big ones, small ones, real ones, and fake ones. Teriyaki Spam. I did buy Spam today. I did not get the teriyaki. I just got the regular old Spam. Hot stuff. Don't scroll up. Green eggs and Spam. 27 not counting. I see. Scrolling down. 3.6 million tax bill. The 18. Oh, well, good. They should give you 3.6 million. Well, wait, it's better than owing 3.6 and you're getting 18 back. I am so glad they straightened that out. Try pinching the pad. Okay, I'm pinching the pad, not working. These Chromebooks can be iffy. Okay, now I'm trying to scroll down with two fingers and it's not working. Okay, it's because I'm at the bottom. Diane says, Timmy, invisible and chat is so much more pleasant. Well, thank you. Thank you. Whoever's using Timmy's phone, thank you. Kelly, thank you. All right. Spam. The government waiting stage now. Well, Jim has been the one that's waiting. We got to get to his ticket. Okay, I got the scratcher. And the ticket is right here. It's called Hit the Jackpot. Yeah, you got to match. You got to get 3 identical symbols to win whatever's in that game. There are 16 chances at that. If you get 2 identical symbols plus a 5 symbol, then you get 5 times whatever that prize is. You've seen 100 shops under one roof. You've seen them all. I like that, Nancy. I got to put that on the screen. That is cute. Tommy, or not Tommy, Tom, if you're lurking, see, we're not getting too dirty. Of course, then Mark hasn't said a whole lot yet. Hit Jack in the spot. In the pot. We won't even go there. All right, here we go. Game 1. Let's go. We have a chest and we have a guitar. So I don't see a winner there, and a cake. All right. Unless it's a dead mall. You get a website with Streamlabs? Seriously. All right, next, game 2. We have an emerald. And we have a diamond. So this ain't working. And a sun. Game 3. We have a hat. And we have a key. And another hat. See, now that one could have threw us. We could have had, you know, if I'd have done it differently, I could have scratched the hat, then scratched the hat, and then we could have been all in anticipation. But I just do them in order. Diamonds Are Forever. I remember that movie. Okay, game 4. We have a key, and we have a star. And a piggy bank. Or no, a pot of gold. Game 5. We have a moon. And we have a banana. This isn't going to work either. And a coin. Thank you, Linda. That, everyone, is travel around Susie's link. Here comes Vicky. Oh, she's waking up Jim. Okay, I lost my train of thought. Jeff, you met Susie, didn't you? A couple years ago at M23. But anyways, there's her link. And we will be rating her at the top of the hour. And she has a good show. Do trivia. She tries to go an hour, but we always go over. And Kobe, I think you're in here. Did you learn anything yet from Nate? Is he going to go live tomorrow? Nate at 8. So we have Tix at 6 and Nate at 8. Game number 6. We have a rainbow. Aw. And we have, we have 2 rainbows. What's it gonna be? Alfie. All right, Beth, thank you for coming aboard. What in the world is this? Round the bay leaves. What do you call a man who comes in from work horny, hungry, and stinky fear? I don't know, William. Dan? I don't know. Was Dan your ex, Nancy? Nothing from Nate or I. Nate may go live on Sunday. Okay, so that's good to know. Thank you, Kobe. All right, we have 2 rainbows. What's going to be? Is it going to be a 5? Or a rainbow? Neither. It's a piggy bank. So that was a loser. Game 7. We have a rabbit. And we have a train. The train ran over the rabbit, apparently. And a chest. Oink. Feet. Oh. Big money for Jim. Yes, that's what we got to have. It would only be fair. Okay, because Jim totally supports this channel, as you all know. About time he wins something. It's like Sonia told me earlier, I have one job. William, she's a little bit under the weather. I spoke with her, actually texted her yesterday, and she said she's still under the weather. So I hope she gets well soon. I'm not going to bug her. She'll call me when she feels better. An athletic supporter. Why? Because Tina and I go mountain climbing. It's athletic. Oh my goodness. All right, we have a guitar and we have a sun. That didn't work. And we have another guitar. So that one should have been. No comment. Game number 9. We have a piggy bank and we have a piggy bank. We have 2 piggy banks. What's going to be the third? A chest. Damn it. No supporting my channel. Jacques, too tight. Cute. All right, game 10, we have a rabbit, and we have coffee, and we have bills. Game 11, we have a moon, and we have another moon. Come on. And we have a key. I hate the suspense. Oh, good. I'm glad you did, William. I spoke with her today as well, too. Her van isn't doing all that well. And, yeah. Hopefully she'll get that resolved. I think it's kind of discouraging. Okay, game 12. We have a coin. We have a clock. And we have an emerald. Big deal. As a child, you were made to walk a plank. You couldn't afford a dog. That's cute. We have some new people in here. Of course, Bev already left. But just in case, could you put up Mark's Tilt the Twix channel link? In case you don't have that. Yeah, I tell you what, that is fun stuff to watch. Wallet. We're on game 13 now. We have a wallet, and we have a trophy and 2 trophies. 2 trophies and a wallet. Doesn't help us. Game 14, we have a hat, and we have a star. Big deal. We have 2 stars. 2 stars and a hat. Doesn't help us. We need 2 stars and a 5. Okay, game 15, which is the second to the last game. We have 2 gifts. Come on. And we have a diamond. This sucks. Last game. We have a coin. And we have a clock. And a wallet. So, Jim, I had one job to do and I failed. This sucked. Hey, maybe you'll win something tomorrow. But you're still a winner in our books. Just ask William. Boo key. Empty wallet. I'm fired. Brene is here. Welcome aboard. Yeah, well, Jim, you have to thank yourself because you correctly guessed Saturday's featured channel, which, oh, by the way, we should do a link to her channel as well. Brene, could you put up a link to Sarah's channel in case somebody doesn't have her? She is one of the best storytellers you're ever going to want to hear. And when she talks about her life, it's fascinating too. She started out life a little different than most of us. There we go. Troy's got Tilt Twix's link up. And Kelly's here. Welcome aboard. Sarah is Wonder Hussy. Get it now? Yeah, Wonder Hussy. Excellent storyteller. And I had fun featuring her because she had very similar screenshots that I took, as did Aussie Van Man that he had taken, and of course they were similar to my own shots that I took when I was there. Quite a few of us have been to the Chiricahua Monument. That's where I got my ranger badge. There you go, William. Thank you for subscribing to Tilt the Twix, and you'll enjoy it. It's a little different than normal camping shows. Although those are good too on hitch up and tow. Yep. Hey Frank, how you doing? Good to see you. And now we got Sarah's link up. Thank you, Brene. Once upon a time, Jim won a scratch off. Jack scratched the card and was a winner. Jack had one job and he was fired. That's the end. That's the story, and you're sticking to it. And they all lived unhappily ever after. Oh, yeah. We haven't heard from Frank in a little bit. Actually, I did hear from him. Oh, gosh. I don't know. Somebody else is live, I think. Maybe Steve. I got to apparently text Steve and tell him he won $5. He loaned me his crosscut saw. I'll use that tomorrow, and then I'll tell him. He said he'd come back and get it. So yeah, I say, well, you got two reasons: your saw and $5. So for those of you, I mentioned this earlier, but I'm so proud that the BLM Rangers stopped here yesterday and complimented on how much nicer this area is looking as opposed to before the Ironwood meetup started. Now, when I drove out today, I spotted a little bit of trash closer to the road. I'll probably go pick that up yet tonight or in the morning. It's on my list of things to do when I grow up. Rental fee for the saw. There you go. When I do get, which will be Thursday, maybe Friday, I'll be in more of I can't remember what the name of that community is. You just can't remember. Not Vail, although it's not that terribly far from Vail. Not Colorado, Vail, Arizona. And of course, Tucson's not all that far either. But anyways, there should be maybe a Harbor Freight or Tractor Supply, one of those places, Home Depot, where I can buy my own crosscut saw. It would be handy to have. You thought I was Peter Pan. I thought I was Pinocchio. Yeah, it is quite the crew tonight, Frank. We definitely have a crew tonight, but we usually do. Sonia with a J. There we go. Okay, I think we've got all the links up. As said, and Linda already put a link for travel around through Susie, but she'll probably do it again just before the top of the hour. And there's Frank's link. Thank you, Brene. Have I heard anything from Shift Smart? No. Once I get through the end of the week, I am going to write a letter to the Better Business Bureau and see what they can do. I keep getting updates, not updates, but I keep getting jobs. They keep posting jobs to my account for Ohio. I tell you what, if I'd stayed in Ohio, I'd be sick of the snow. I probably would spend a lot more time with Michelle and Georgianne and maybe even Eve, but I would have been cold. But there's comfort food at the M&M Grill in London, Ohio. But yeah, I could be working in Columbus, Lexington, and a few other towns right around Columbus there, most of them this side of Columbus. There's all kinds of work. They post them almost every day. So, Shift Smart hasn't gone completely out of business yet, although there's a lot of people that think they ought to go out of business. I'm not ready to give up on them yet. I'm just thinking they need They need to have 3 or 4 live people maybe sitting in their office in Dallas. She's on the lam. Who's on the lam? Goes in the bin with Rob. Mary just escaped from jail. And there's Kelly's. I want to be a real boy. Yeah. We do have quite the things going on. Yeah, we need to put up a link for Timmy's new channel. Phone got dark again. Going to the freezer. Okay. Yes, M&M's food was definitely great. I enjoyed that place quite a bit. Someone needs to make a movie about Nancy Drew, you think? Another remake? Poor Nancy. Because then we hear from Papa Drew, and everybody thinks that Nancy Drew and Papa Drew are related, and they're not. not by any stretch of the imagination. It's just a fun place. You know, I don't have to write a script. Never have, never will. Because YouTube is funny all by itself, you know. And then with this crew, oh my gosh. I sometimes wake up at night remembering something that was said in chat, and I start laughing. Yeah, I was kind of wondering too, Linda. I played it off like I was smart. Who the hell's Mary? Yes, they do at M&M. They have liver and onions. There's a couple. Timmy Reyes, thank you. Thank you, Brene. Yeah, you're probably right, William. I've been kind of thinking, sure seems awful coincidental that there's been so many plane crashes lately. Why is that? Or is it just, excuse me, is it just that we hear about them more? I mean, isn't there a plane crash every day somewhere? And we just don't hear about it? Now it's almost like you wonder, is it an algorithm thing? We had the plane crash in DC, which was horrible. And so now, because everybody, you know, they watched the news about that crash and they clicked on various sources. You know, some people maybe watch CNN, other people watch ABC or MSNBC or what they watch. A lot of people watched online. A lot of people watched YouTube. So then what do you see in your YouTube? Let's say, okay, how about today? I happened to see, last night I watched Matt's Off-Road Recovery. Fun channel. They do some crazy stuff with four-wheel drive vehicles, let me tell you. But then in my feed this morning, because I fell asleep watching, but in my feed this morning was several automotive-related channels. The one, I can't remember the guy's name, but he bought the cars from Motor Trend and Hot Rod. He bought basically a warehouse full of cars. Some of them run, some don't. I mean, all of them he worked on at one time or another over the past 10 years that they had these different shows. And that was kind of interesting. And the guy's a character. But then I had even more automotive themed feeds. And on my Facebook started showing more and more car themed posts. So the algorithm probably is showing more and more plane crashes because we all watched the DC crash in one way, shape, or form more than once, perhaps, to get various opinions on how it happened, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, William. 1938 to 2019. Yeah. Girl detective. That would be, yes. That would be Nancy Drew. Good to go movie theater night. There you go. Tilt the Twix. We have 9 minutes before we go raid Susie. Okay, disabled toilets. Ironically, the only toilets big enough to run around in. Good one. And that's the thing. You can watch a show about how toilets were invented back in the Roman days or whatever. And then the next thing you know, your feed is showing you all kinds of toilet. I mean, you can really go in the toilet. Like Pinocchio was. Well, that's a lie. Thank you, Kobe. The more you know. When you stop hearing about them, start worrying. Yeah, maybe. Then okay. So suddenly we are focused on the plane crash in D.C. and nobody talks about all those drones flying around Sonia and Jim's house and William's house. I bet they're still flying around, but just nobody cares anymore. Speaking of drones, I got an alert from Arizona. They passed legislation in the Arizona State House or whatever they call it. Anyways, the police officers down here are allowed to shoot down drones. Especially the ones that are coming across the border at 3 o'clock in the morning, which chances are kids playing with their drones. But yeah, they're going to shoot them down. I think that's a cool thing. You're going to try to slow down the drug traffic. How many plane accidents are related to Delta in Minneapolis, the same place and company you dealt with on your trip to Peru? I hate how right it was to say no more flying. Kobe, I would have to say it was good that you flew to Peru, because if you drove there, you might not be with us now. The chances of having a car accident are still greater than having an airplane accident. Only male or female. Who said? That's right. There's only two genders now. So that could be true. Watch MORR. Did you see the plane crash in Toronto? Yeah, I did see that one. Showed it in the snowbank upside down. That was pretty weird, but I guess everybody got out. I mean, there could have been some minor injuries, but nobody got killed. That plane was sitting upside down in the snow. You know what? Thank you, Troy. Smaller general aviation. Yeah. Every day. I had a feeling that has to be true. There hasn't been any here by the airstrip that I've been at, but you know what? There's been an awful lot of traffic in and out of this little airstrip over here. There's a company called Skyvan, I believe it's called. Steve knows about it. In fact, he's got probably the same applications that you have, Troy. It shows who's flying. And this operation called Skyvan, I thought it was just one plane that they use for jumping out of. No. They have like 5 of these vintage planes from the 1950s, 1960s. And, like some of the bigger ones, the it's got a tailgate that drops down and the jumpers just walk out the back of the plane. Then the other thing, by the amount of jumpers that there's been, I'm like, holy cow, these guys got to be rich coming out here every day. They're jumping 6 days a week. They're jumping. It's interesting to watch. It's pretty cool to see these old vintage planes coming in. I always say coming in hot because it looks like they're coming in hard and heavy to me. I can almost see the end of the airstrip. But yeah, no, they come in, boom, they're on the tarmac. Or sometimes they're on the gravel that turns into tarmac. But it's interesting to watch. And then today there was an older plane, but it was smaller. That one, I think you had to jump out the side door, and it was dumping out, 6, 7, 8 skydivers at a time. Pretty incredible. Now, Steve was saying that these are not the rich boys jumping. This is military training. So I'm thinking, cool. These guys are probably training for eventual operations. Who knows? Maybe they're going to jump into cartel territory and do something. I don't know. Maybe that's just craziness talking. We got 3 minutes. Read the comments. I am reading the comments. Pinocchio was a woman, wouldn't it? Cute. Funko ads, yeah. That's crazy, Timmy. Speaking of crashes, cars, and 70s movies, yes. I did check that out. That looks pretty fun. And I've seen most of those movies that were listed. But I'll be watching more. Thank you for sending that link to me, Bernae. Matt's is a huge channel. Particularly impressed with his children who work in the company and contribute to the business. Yes. Yeah, I really enjoyed how they were practicing safety. I mean, Steve has taken me on some hellacious roads with his Jeep. But these guys, they were on some worse roads, if you can call them roads. They're more like goat tracks. That's probably true, William. I don't know. Pinocchio's wood grew. He had morning wood. Train to Roma, Union today, 66 cars, no media coverage. Because it's not important, Jim. How many people died? You got the bubble-headed bleach blonde who comes on at 5. She can tell you about the plane crash with a green gleam in her eye. It's interesting when people die. Give us dirty laundry. Yeah, Matt's recovery is pretty cool, Phil. Should be a movie about you and Nancy Drew. I'm trying to scroll the bottom because we have 1 minute to go to raid a travel around Susie. Flipped on the runway, yes. Susie, 5 minutes. There's the link. Everybody click on that. There's the link to Vanilla, Gorilla, and the Gypsy. Thank you for coming aboard, Jeff. Appreciate you guys. All right, Timmy's gone. And William's probably going to bowl tonight. What do you call a group of bunnies hopping backwards? A receding hairline. Yes, I remember that one. I like that one. Jump around, jump up, jump on, jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump. Go Speed Racers, go Speed Racers. Don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you. Grateful Dead on Saturday. Long, strange trip. Yes, what a long, strange trip it's been. All right, everybody, we will see you Wednesday night. Meanwhile, let's go over. There's Dirk. He's been lurking, stroking to the east and stroking to the west and stroking to the woman that I love best. Thank you, Brene. Okay. Tommy, thank you for coming aboard. Everyone, thank you for coming aboard. We will see you Wednesday night for the scratch-offs and word games and fun. In the meanwhile, let's go raid Susie. Fair winds and smiles. And, of course, may God bless. See you over there. And the stream. How did it go?